Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Star Wars Meg. How are you guys doing today? So today I'm going to be answering the question of who was Mandalore the Great. And my source for today's video is Den of Geek because they have an amazing, fantastic, concise article about who he was. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer mentions someone called Mandalore the Great. But who was this mysterious Mandalorian who fought the Jedi? Well, today I'm going to be answering that question. As the Mandalorian Season 2 approaches, Mando is chasing clues that might help him discover Baby Yoda's origin. And of course the child is along for the ride in the cockpit of the Razor Crest, pressing buttons he's not supposed to. The trailer for the second season teases that the search for Baby Yoda's home will be the focus of the season, and that the journey might lead to sorcerers called Jedi. At one point the armor mentions the name of the Mandalorian called Mandalore the Great, a powerful Mandalorian leader who fought Jedi in the ancient galactic wars. If you're wondering who Mandalore the Great is, how his history might play into the second season, and the Legends character Mandalore the Great is likely based on, I have some answers for you today. So firstly, who was he? Culture is immensely important to Djarin, the man behind the mask. He adheres closely to the tenets of people who raised him, and throughout Star Wars history, Mandalorians have been about culture and family, often related more by vow and circumstance than blood. But the Mandalorians are now scattered and broken, reduced to, as far as the Disney Plus show is concerned, small groups hiding in coverts. The armor who we hear in the trailer says that they were a leader who fought against Jedi years ago. Now they are immortalized in ancient songs, but their exact role in history is unknown. If we had to guess, the character is likely a Disney canon version of an infamous character from the non-canon Legends continuity, Mandalore the Ultimate, who led his people in a war of conquest against the Republic and Jedi almost 4,000 years before the Phantom Menace. Mandalore the Ultimate was originally an amalgamation of two different figures from the Old Republic era. In the Tales of the Jedi comics, we meet an anonymous heir to the Mandalorian throne after the death of the Sith-aligned Mandalore the Indomitable, while the Knights of the Old Republic video game introduced Mandalore the Ultimate as the warrior race's leader during the Mandalorian Wars. An issue of Star Wars Insider later established that both characters were the same person. Mandalore the Ultimate was a physically powerful warrior and tended to fight with an overwhelming force and war droids. He was trained from war from a very young age. He was one of the last of the Tongs to hold the title of Mandalore. Whether Mandalore the Great is actually based on Mandalore the Ultimate remains unclear, but it's possible that introducing this bit of history to the show is a way to bring a few things back from Legends Old Republic to the Disney canon. We'd certainly love to hear more about the show's version of the ancient Mandalorian Wars this season. Since the Mandalorians are strictly neither a light nor dark faction, their warrior culture is as focused on family as it is on weaponry. They were both allies and enemies with the Jedi in Legends. This is true in canon too, with different factions of the Mandalorians fighting with and against the Jedi in the Clone Wars and in Star Wars Rebels. One thing the Mandalorians usually don't do is use the Force. Focused on the technology that makes their signature armor, they're not all that invested in the spiritual side of things. The image of a Mandalorian and Jedi evokes the classical fantasy silhouettes of knight and monk. Thematically, knowing that the Mandalorians of Din Djarin's time remember Force users as an ancient enemy makes his bond with the child stand out even more. If they're supposed to be enemies, what's going to happen if Din finds another Jedi? He might be expecting an army, but gets something less looming, but more desperate. Beloved hero Ahsoka Tano, an Order 66 survivor who sees Baby Yoda as their chance to carry out the legacy. After all, Ahsoka and Sabine Wren are reportedly set to appear in the new season and may have a direct connection to the child, even though this is just rumour at this point. Mandalore the Great's history with the Jedi could inform the events of the Mandalorian Season 2, especially if Din comes face to face with these sorcerers. Or perhaps that history will remain a mystery for another spin-off tie. One thing is for certain though, the establishment of the Jedi as enemies to the Mandalorians will colour Din's behaviour around whoever he finds who might know more about Baby Yoda's Force-using heritage. So there you go guys, that's all we know about Mandalore the Great. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, hit like on this video, comment down below, and I wish you a fantastic rest of the day, no matter where you are in the galaxy. I'm Star Wars Meg.